Are you pro-choice or pro-life? Abortion is one of the hottest topics there is in our society. What are we to make of this debate? For many people, having a baby is an absolute joy and delight. One of the greatest events of one's life. There are some who sadly are not able, for many and various reasons, to have children. And these people certainly need our understanding. There are also those for whom a pregnancy in very difficult circumstances can be quite traumatic. We need to acknowledge the reality of this. And as a society, we need to offer such people our support. As individuals, we may be able to help various people, even if it's just by babysitting every now and then. Hardship, however, should not be seen as an excuse for lawlessness, for a breaking of God's command. In many ways, the choice for abortion reflects a lack of faith. Let's look at this issue in some depth. Is it the mother's right to choose, which in essence sometimes becomes the husband or boyfriend's, or the parents or friends or society's pressure? In a society where the dollar and individuals where the dollar and material gain and ease of life is placed above life, is a society that needs to examine itself and its values very closely. Rights can have their place, but what happens when there are conflicting rights, like the child's right to life? And what about the age-old concept of duties? That is something we need to rediscover in our society, the age-old concept of duties. Duties of parents and societies and lawmakers to protect life. We hear in the explanation of the fifth commandment, which is, "You shalt not kill," we are to fear and love God so that we do not hurt our neighbour in any way, but help him in all his physical needs. And whose life is it anyway? Today's psalm: God knit us together in our mother's womb. He foreknew us. He created us. We belong to Him. In many ways, we are just tenants, managers, stewards of His gifts, and so are accountable to God. Yes, even for the life that may grow within us or entrusted to us. So in many ways, the whole debate revolves around the question of faith. Are we answerable to God or simply to ourselves? We humans are not autonomous. We are not independent. No wonder the pro-choice camp will often rant and rave against God and faith and the church. We are to love. We are made in the image of God. We have value and worth because of that. And we are to love our neighbour. One of the modern day heroes of the faith, Oscar Romero, writes, "It moves one heart to think, 9 months before I was born, there was a woman who loved me deeply. She did not know what I was going to be like, but she loved me because she carried me in her womb. And when she gave me birth, she took me in her arms. Because her love was not just beginning, she conceived it along with me." A mother loves, and that is why abortion is so abhorrent. A mother who aborts is unfaithful to the love that she should have, like God in eternity, before her child is born. God knew us already from all eternity. He loved us in ages past. We are precious to Him. He carefully formed us. I'll also point you to our second reading for today, which focuses on promiscuity. Our bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit. Sex is a wonderful gift to be enjoyed, shared, given within the context of marriage. There it is safe, like fire in a fireplace. It is good. But outside of that, a raging fire can do a lot of damage. Many unwanted pregnancies, not all, many, are the result of promiscuity. And so we need to come back to sometimes the underlying cause and reaffirm the value, the great value of the gift, the wonderful gift of sex and our sexuality. And so, in a society where promiscuity is promoted so widely in so many areas and through much of the media, and where people are making a lot of money out of this, such a society needs to be reminded that in many cases they are making their money out of heartache and hurt and destruction and even death.